Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Satnam, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Gobind, and this is your Channel for Grace. Thank you guys so much for being here live, and thank you those of you that are watching the replay. And of course, we have our beautiful Raven from the Shamanic Onion. Welcome in, and yeah, thanks for being here. Excited for today's reading.
So excited. Earth signs.
I know. Yeah. So we're going to go through all of the earth signs today. We're going to talk about the astrology. We're going to go into the Akashic records and then pull cards. And I'll also do like intuitive readings and use the astro dice. And this message is for Libra season for all the earth signs. So honestly, like if you have sun, moon, Venus rising, definitely this is a good video to watch, because the way that I talk about the astrology makes it easy to understand the relationship between the earth signs and everything that's going on astrologically. And this is a big month, so big deal. So let's share just a couple of announcements before we actually dive in. So I would love for you guys, first of all, no matter where you're watching this video, whatever channel you're watching it on, to make sure to give the video a thumbs up, to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified when we go live and when we upload videos. And also make sure to leave a comment below. Let us know that you're here. Let us know how this video and message resonated for you. We have a really amazing private community. It's called a global community that I invite everyone to join. And the reason why I'm inviting you to join is because we host free events on this community. And it is the next one that we're having is called the Miracle Morning 30-Day Practice. And we're actually going to do the orientation right after this video in a couple hours. And what this Miracle Morning practice is basically geared to helping you magnetize miracles into your life. So I am really excited to guide this practice along with Raven. We officially begin on October 14th. So on the day of the solar eclipse, which is this Saturday, but today is our orientation, which I will record if you need to watch the replay. But I recommend that you definitely watch the orientation before Saturday, because Saturday is the day that we all begin our practice, and we're going to do it individually in our own homes in the morning at the same time every day for 30 days. And then once a week, we are going to meet to share our experiences, to ask questions, and all that good stuff. So any news that you have to share with us, Raven?
No, I feel like I need to bring up nothing new on my channel. You can follow me on social medias. I do life path readings on TikTok, and I have a Facebook and an Instagram, and I'm pretty active over there. And I just feel the need to mention we are going to be having free yoga Fridays with Tori from Heal, Love, Evolve. And our book club starts this Sunday, and we're going to be reading Rise, Sister, Rise by Rebecca Campbell. And on Sunday, we'll meet to discuss parts 1 and part 2. And I think that's it.
Yeah, thank you for mentioning that. And there is always, like, it's ongoing. Like, the events that we have are ongoing, and we have a ton of free offerings. And I also have the courses that I host on this platform as well. And that's where you want to join the community. It's kind of like, how would you describe it? It's kind of like a Facebook, but it's like private. There's no ads. You can message people. You can post things. We have a feed. We have an events section. It's really, really cool. If you've never heard of it, it's called Mighty Networks. And our specific platform within Mighty Networks is called Channel for Grace. And then the community is called Global Community. So anyways, okay, awesome. We are ready to begin our reading today for all of the earth signs. So I'm going to be opening up the records by chanting the Akashic prayer. Well, not chanting it, but you know what I mean. And then we will begin by talking about the astrology. So from the deep depths of the cosmic mind, I hear a whisper. This whisper calls us inward towards our essence. A light begins to glimmer at the center of our heart. This is the light of unity, the all-knowing wisdom of the One. Through this door, we open the gates of the Akashic, the magical flower of life. We see our duality. We recognize our sacred trinity. We begin to witness infinite possibilities as we become the observer and the observed. A powerful and luminescent light engulfs our being, and we feel many dimensions all at once. We enter the Akashic records, protected and loved by all star beings that have accessed these portals before. The records are now open. May wisdom flow. May understanding descend. And may we be blessed with the lights of love. All right. So if you're watching on my channel, you'll be able to see the screen share that I'm going to do. It's just the chart of right now. It's nothing special. We don't really need to be looking at it, but I kind of like to have it up as a reference. And basically, the main thing that I've been focusing on in the astrology of this month is obviously the eclipses and the nodes in Aries and Libra. So if you have, earth energy or earth signs in your chart, specifically the major placements like Sun, Moon, Venus, rising, your main planets are going to be interacting with Aries and Libra in a certain way. And so we're going to kind of look at that right now. So basically what I noticed, the first thing that jumped out at me when I was looking at this chart is the fact that Venus is now in the sign of Virgo. And that's a big deal because obviously Virgo is one of the earth signs. And so any placements in earth are going to be making beautiful trines to Venus. And Venus is the planet of love and beauty. She's also the planet of money. She's the lesser benefic. She has to do with money. And she has to do with like what we truly desire, both in relationships, but also in terms of like financial abundance, material possessions. It's like, what do we truly desire? I think right now this transit of Venus in Virgo is really important because she is the ruler of Libra. And we are in Libra season. And the South Node is in Libra. In fact, we have a pretty big stellium in Libra. We have Mercury in Libra, Pallas Athena, which is the goddess of wisdom in Libra, the Sun in Libra, and let me actually reset this. Yeah. And Mars is still in Libra, and he's going to be in Scorpio very, very soon. But either way, while I'm watching the Wi-Fi, it's kind of acting funny for a second. So not sure why. Okay, there's back. But anyways, so basically, because there's a big Libra stellium, the energy of this Venus transit is being directed through that energy. And so because all the earth signs are making this beautiful trine to Venus, I feel like this is a positive influence. The other thing also is that, you know, the earth signs themselves, they have an interesting relationship to the actual nodes. And it's not a trine to the nodes. It's not in sextile to the nodes. They kind of stand on their own. It's more of possibly, for example, for Virgo, let's just start there. With Virgo energy, it's the sign right before Libra. So it's not necessarily communicating through any kind of the major aspects with the nodes, but through that energy of Venus, it is channeling through, and you'll feel that the Venus is guiding you in a beautiful direction for relationship to Libra and Aries, because Capricorn is actually a sign that technically squares the energy of Aries and Libra. And because that is a square, that means that Capricorns might have possibly a more challenging time with these eclipses and a more challenging time with whatever shows up in their lives just in general with this season of Libra. And the squares bring in challenges into our lives that are here to help us move through the challenges. Like the key is to move through the challenge so that you can release what is needed to be released and then step into a much better place. So the challenges are good, but nevertheless, they are challenges. And then the relationship with Taurus to Aries and Libra it's the sign right after Taurus. So it's not a conjunction, it's not a sextile, it's not a trine. So basically, this is an interesting energy because for one, so my kind of conclusion about this month for earth signs is you guys are all going to feel the beautiful trine energy of Venus moving through Virgo. And Venus is going to help you to be more present. So that's a good thing. She's also, again, the ruler of Libra. And so a lot of what's being channeled right now, it's being channeled through Venus and Virgo. So the fact that she's trining your sign is a positive influence. It's like a harmonious energy, and it won't feel so abrupt. Virgo and Taurus are having this sort of I would say it's not out of bounds, but it's kind of like this, it's close enough, but not quite fully engulfed in the whole energy of the nodes. But Capricorn is. So Capricorn is technically squaring the energy of Libra, and you might be feeling the challenges showing up into your life that are related to releasing karma and letting go of the past so you can make space for the new. And also you have Pluto in Capricorn right there as well. So Pluto is also making a T-square to the nodes. And Pluto obviously is the planet of the ruler of the underworld, or the god of the underworld, but also he is the planet of the ultimate liberation. And so as you deal with these challenges that come up, you will feel that power of liberation kind of at your doorstep. So it's a really cool thing. And obviously that Pluto energy is trining as well. It's conjuncting Capricorn placements, but it's trining the other earth signs, which means it is in a harmonious connection. If you think about almost like ley lines or something, or like a network because astrology is a lot like a network. So, you know, the earth signs are like making these trines to Pluto while Pluto is squaring the nodes, and you can feel the energy gets transferred around like that. It's really cool. I just had that image of like, look at the lines, like connect the dots between the lines, and it becomes a really cool visual of how it's all interconnected and working together. So that's what I got for you guys in terms of the astrological impact of Libra season for all the earth signs. And now we're going to go into the actual tarot card and oracle card readings. So you want to go ahead and tell us about the spread that you are doing?
Yes. Also, I'm looking at the chart here, and right now the moon is conjunct Venus.
Yes.
And that's really sticking out to me, to just use that intuition and consider the phase of the moon that we're in right now, and that should help you with the karmic release of relationships.
I love that.
And whatever house that's in for you too.
Yeah, thank you for mentioning that. This is one of the conjunctions that Venus and the moon make during her surrendering and discovery phase. And I believe it's that one, or it could be the remembering and embodiment phase. Either one, it's a 5.5 month cycle where she makes conjunctions with the moon. And this is the balsamic conjunction. So this is the dark moon conjunction, because obviously like we're doing this video, but we're really close to the eclipse. So the moon is in the sign right before where it's going to happen, which means it's a dark moon. So yeah, Raissa says, I felt that. Love that. Great.
I am going to do a 7-card horseshoe spread. Okay. And the first card is going to be the past influences and circumstances. The second card is current influences and energy. The third card is the near future. The fourth card is the advice from spirit. The fifth card is the energy around me. The sixth card is our blockages currently. And the seventh card is the outcome. And so the first card that we got, I'm using the Light Seers Tarot, which is based on the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. And it has some amazing imagery on it. And it's really important to use your intuition when you're looking at the imagery of these cards. How does it make you feel? Not just what the message is, but where is your eye going to on the card, the artist. All the artists, they take special care into how they design their cards. So this is why, using your intuition and your emotions, right? Sometimes it could be an emotional experience when we look at tarot too. The first card is the past influence and circumstances, and we got the Queen of Wands. And this one I feel is like owning your power and knowing your shadows. And for the earth signs, I feel like the grounded energy comes through with the Queen of Wands. It's a fire card, but knowing your shadows takes a great deal of strength. And that just really sticks out for earth signs for me. That's the past influences and circumstances. The next one is Three of Pentacles reversed. And normally it's like working on something together. But however, I feel like this is more of a inner work card. This is the earth signs doing the inner work. And this is the current influences and energy. The second card is the near future, and it was the Two of Swords reversed. And for me, I believe that it is this realization that comes through, this aha moment. This is taking the blindfold off and looking at your situation in the near future with, I'm hearing reverence, with power. The fourth card is the advice from spirit. And it's the Three of Wands. And I feel like this is an adventure card. She's got a surfboard here. She's looking out into the ocean. This is the advice from Spirit. Go on more adventures. Be more spontaneous during this Libra season. The fifth card, which is energy around you, earth signs, is the Death card and Rebirth card reversed. And I feel like your hard work is going to pay off, whatever that means for you. It's going to have this amazing rebirthing process, and it's going to be natural, and it's going to feel easy. That's what I'm hearing. It will be smooth. And then the blockages is the Sun reversed. And so I feel like this speaks to the Two of Swords that you got for the advice, near future, is realization. And so the Sun reversed can be having this, I want to stay in, I want to be by myself, but the advice is to realize that maybe having this balance of being social and doing the inner work is really important, to be juggling these two things. And then the outcome is the Page of Pentacles, and it came out reversed. And I feel like this is a maturity card, that it speaks about maturity. And earth signs have this amazing energy where they're solid. They have this amazing solid energy. And the page coming out reversed just speaks about that. It just, know your worth, know your power. Even if it's a rough day, you're flowing nicely, and don't forget your worth. That is what is coming through for me. And it seems like this is very much Libra energy, where we're finding the weight of each side, taking from this one, moving it over here, or taking it from this side of the scale, moving it over here. And I really do feel like earth signs have that ability in their light, and their shadows, balancing that light and shadow energy.
I love that. So funny, because you were just speaking of like moving energy here and then moving energy there. And the theme, because I pulled a major arcana for you guys, the theme that you guys get overarching is the Temperance card, where she is literally moving, the energy from one cup to the other and showing you this process of like, you're in the work, like you're doing the work, you're molding it, you're molding yourself, you are, you're being guided. So to temper, like in the alchemical process, tempering is working with metal and heating it up. And then while it's heated, like hammering it to shape that you want, and then letting it cool, putting it in water to cool. And then if it's not quite the right shape, then you do that process again. And you just repeat that process over and over until you get the perfect shape that you want. So it's really about working with the energies. And I definitely feel like that is something that was coming through the message that you just read, is you're in the middle of it. But this is also about finding balance between heaven and earth. So having one foot on earth and then one foot on heaven, as above, so below. And the potential to, reach the mountain, which, there's a little path that leads to this mountain of the great work, is within reach. Like the message is you are doing a great job. Like what you want to achieve is within reach. You can see it. You're almost there, but just keep doing the work that you're doing. And of course, this is Archangel Michael in this card, and it has fire energy too, because the triangle in the center of this card is the symbol of fire. And the wings are red, which is also fire. So it's like, let the passion guide you forward on this process of like working through whatever it is that you're going through. I really like that message. And then did we get this card yesterday too? The 27th gene key of altruism. I feel like I just read this card. Anyways, I was asking about what's the shadow that you're working with. And the shadow is selfishness. So you're working right now to transmute, and all aspects of that word selfishness, thinking about, yourself more than others, or maybe cutting other people out, however that shows up. Anyways, the shadow is selfishness. The gift is altruism, which is you want to transmute that shadow of selfishness this month into the gift of altruism. And no, we're not saying you're selfish. We're just saying this is a shadow frequency that is activated right now within your realm that you're transmuting. You're doing the work to transmute this shadow. And the city is selflessness. It says to give to others simply for the sake of giving activates healthy currents deep within your body. And I also like that too, because a lot of the earth signs do have to do with earth energy and like abundance in the material world. And so it does have to do with like giving, because it's very physical. My gift to you, it is time to look honestly at your relationship to giving. Are you giving from your heart, or are you giving away your power? Are you giving without attachment or with a hidden agenda? What did you learn during the first 7 years of your life about selfishness and selflessness? I ask you to be intuitive in your giving. Give to causes and to people who are fertile, who can make use of the gifts they perceive. If you are feeling angry or resentful, do not give. Not yet. Wait until your heart opens. Practice random acts of kindness whenever possible, and your sincere altruism will bring more joy and abundance into your life than you could possibly imagine. I feel like we just read that card. But so working on the shadow of selfishness and transmuting it into altruism, having to do with what's the balance. If we come back to the Temperance card, what's the balance between giving and receiving right now in your life? Maybe that's out of balance, and maybe that's a big theme that you're working on within your own life and within relationships, which is the theme of the month altogether. From the Earth Warriors card, you got Uluka Vahini. She who rides the owl brings justice. This card is crazy. So the Justice card in the major arcana is the card of Libra. She who rides the owl brings the justice. So the justice, the Libra, is the balance. It's the responsibility for your actions. And the owl is intuition. So she who trusts her intuition brings justice, balance, and takes responsibility for their actions in a healthy way. So I feel like, whoa, that's like major power energy right there. And the animal that you got is the lion. And you mentioned there was one of your cards that made me think of the lion for some reason. Oh, it was the sun. Okay, so you got the sun reversed. And when you were talking about that, I was looking at this card of the lion and thinking, okay, that makes sense why the lion is here to help you. Because having the sun card reversed is like feeling like you can't shine bright, or hiding behind, your fear of like, no, because the sun card like gives no fucks. Like it's out there, it's victory, it's happy, it's shining bright, and even your sun is like the brightest, thing about you. But when you're in the shadow of that, it's like you don't trust your own light. And the lion is the perfect example of like trust. It's trusting your light. First of all, he rules Leo, which is a fire sign, which is the sign that rules the sun in astrology. So there's like a really beautiful connection here. Lions are about courage and wisdom and like the royalty. So it's like be in that sacred space, like trust your light, your inner light, be courageous, be brave, and move forward despite any fear, because that's what courage represents. So I thought all of those cards were really, really cool. And I want to pull astro dice. And so I want to ask, what is the best way for you to kind of use the energy, or what is the best approach, how to work with everything that's showing up for you? That's what I'm going to ask. And roll the card or the dice. So you get Saturn. So he's the planet of responsibility. He restricts because he wants to teach you wisdom, and he wants to remind you about the law of cause and effect, and he's the lord of time and karma. So he has to do with, all of that in the sign of Aries. And we know that obviously the North Node is in Aries. So Saturn is like wisdom and like father energy, authority, your own responsibility, your own determination to succeed in Aries, meaning point that energy towards wherever the North Node is right now for you. So if you're Taurus, it's like right before, Aries is right before Taurus. So just find where Aries is, and that's where to focus a lot of your energy right now, is where is that North Node transit happening for you. And then you get the 9th house, which is the house of spiritual integration and expansion. So when you focus your commitment, let's just call it that, your determination, your devotion to your path, and you focus on the energy that is asking you to move forward, your destiny, it will expand you tremendously, and you will do powerful integrating because you've put your effort, because Saturn is a lot of effort. And the earth signs move through the earth, right? So they have to put in the work and the movement of the muscles, and like they really got to do the work. And then you also got that 3 of Pentacles, right? Which is like, you got to work to make it happen, It all takes work. And this is pointing towards the effort needs to be geared towards integration and expansion via wherever this energy of Aries is in your chart. So anything else you want to add?
I am feeling this energy of balancing work and play, because Aries kind of represents the Fool in the tarot, right? So having this seriousness, and then Saturn coming out saying, no, don't forget your responsibilities. And so also I wanted to mention that the owl hunts its prey at night. They are nocturnal animals. And so the sun came out basically for the both of us, being the lion, and there's that balance again, this amazing balance of light and dark, and we're in Libra season, and it just speaks, that's where you're going to find the justice, is between the balance of work and play, and then integrating all of that energy, because you're not trying too hard, that it is going to come naturally. And that's
Ease
amazing
and
message.
Flow. I know. I really enjoyed this message, you guys. So that concludes our reading. I'm going to close the records now, and we hope that you enjoyed your message. From the deepest depths of our soul, we give gratitude and love, for we understand we are a fractal of that cosmic whole. As we give, so we get, open to all possibilities through all time and space. We walk through the Akashic portal back to our inner space, remembering that this wisdom lives within every cell of our being. Thank you, star beings, for holding this sacred space and for protecting us during this journey through time and space. The records are now closed. Sat Nam. Thank you guys for joining us, and we will see you again tomorrow to do all of the... What signs are we doing next?
Air signs.
Oh, the air signs tomorrow. Okay. Woohoo! My Gemini reading. All right. And we'll see you again soon. Sat Nam.